Hello, beautiful gym mystics, and welcome back to the live feed. I am so excited to be here. I felt so freaking good about just showing up when the F I want to show up. Honestly, it feels great to just be a rebel and do my own thing. So what I wanted to share with you guys is literally the most fun video. It's an easy video and it's for the beginner. It's for really anyone who's just ready to connect with their body, and they're asking themselves, where do I start? How do I start connecting with my own health? How do I start feeling better about my body? How do I get in a good space? Because so many of us are taught to have a very what's the word I'm looking for? Very conditional relationship with our body. Well, if you deliver these results, then I'll treat you like XYZ, right? Like, well, when I get skinny, okay, I've heard this like so many times. When I get skinny, then I'm gonna give myself regular massages. Then I'm gonna ask my husband for that kind of sex. Then I'm gonna show up in that kind of outfit. Then I'm gonna speak this kind of way. Then I'm gonna command this kind of respect, right? And I really want to encourage women to just begin, like, that power, that embodiment of your own power does not have to be put off, and it does not have to wait for when this far off timeline, okay? And so what I wanted to come on and share with you guys is just a few ways that you can really quickly begin to connect with the power of your own health and to begin to embody like this next level version of you that is healthy, that is fit, that feels good in her body. And that looks different for every single woman. So to answer your question, let's dive in on, okay, becoming a healthier you 101, where do I begin? So a couple of things that you can begin to do that is going to be super, super awesome. And this is what I began doing when I had no idea. Like, I wasn't a personal trainer. I didn't know anything about fitness. I literally just walked into the gym for the first time and I was like, what am I doing? Okay. The number one thing that I can recommend to every single person is to begin taking pictures of yourself. Okay. If you want to see really powerful transformation, it is literally the number one tip that I have is to begin taking pictures of yourself and begin connecting to the power of your own anatomy. So what does that actually mean, Jen? Okay, most of us, if you are walking into the gym for the first time, or you're walking into a fitness center for the first time, or you're starting to connect with your body in a physical fitness and health standpoint, okay, a lot of us don't even own a full-length mirror. Like, I am one of those people. This is my first full-length mirror, okay? And the first time that I actually saw myself full length standing was in the gym mirror, like head to toe, full on, what I actually look like day to day. This is Jen, okay? We don't usually look at ourselves like that. We don't connect with our own anatomy. We don't connect with what we look like, what's tight, what's not tight, what is our relaxed posture, what is our tense posture, how are we walking day to day, like how do we perform movements. When I bend down, do my shoulders shrug in, or do I keep that nice proud form? Does my back scoop under? They call it the butt wink, okay? Like when we're doing squats, sometimes your butt will actually start to scoop under if you have overactivated what's this? I'm trying to think of what the word is. Anyway, basically, if you have hip flexors, if you have tense hip flexors and you don't have a developed core, your butt will actually start to curve under during a squat, and it can cause more back pain. Whereas in a proper form, your butt would remain out and your butt and chest would increase the lift. Like whenever you're going down for a squat, they're going to decrease at the same time together, and when you're going up from the squat, you are going to increase at the same time, butt and chest together. A lot of people do it very differently, and it can cause injury and pain, but they don't necessarily know that they're doing it that way, that it may cause trouble, etc., etc. So getting to know your own anatomy, filming yourself, videoing yourself, looking at yourself in the mirror naked, looking at yourself in the gym mirror while you're working out, looking at yourself in your home mirror while you're in the shower, exploring your own anatomy, looking online, like what does a human body actually look like? Okay, where can I feel those muscles on my body? Like I have a client right now, she wants to develop her upper body. And I'm like, okay, So I want you to start connecting with your own anatomy. Start giving yourself a breast massage. Start giving yourself an arm massage. Start really connecting with, okay, what is this? This is the shoulder muscle. Okay, yeah, I can feel that. These are my traps. Okay, I can feel the traps. Ooh, this trap is tighter than this trap. Okay, so maybe I need to work on stretching this trap more and strengthening this trap, could be. Or maybe I need to work on stretching this one and building the muscle because this one's bigger and more tense than this one is. So there's so many ways, and it's difficult for us to really connect with what that might be or what a starting point for us is if we've never actually taken a real look at our body, okay? And that's what a personal trainer does. A personal trainer looks at your body and goes, okay, I can see where you're tight here, you're not tight here, where we can stretch this, we can strengthen this, we can lift this to give you more support, more core stability, more balance, etc., etc. And these are all things that you can also do for yourself, you guys. So number one, connect with your own physical anatomy and start taking pictures of yourself, okay? The next thing that I'm going to recommend to you guys is keeping a body movement journal. And I know that a lot of people text me and they're like, dude, I'm not a journaler. I don't like to journal like you journal. And if you guys don't know, I went through like a massive journaling, I went crazy on journaling. I used to be the girl who never journaled ever. And I couldn't finish a journal, and now I'm 3-4 a year, it is my life, okay? And the shift in that was actually wanting to begin learning about myself. That was really, for me, the shift between I don't want to journal ever and I don't want to visit this, to really just wanting to dive deeper into my own psyche, into my own body, into my own how I tick, I guess. And so that shift for me was super powerful. If you don't journal, you're not a writer, voice note yourself. Start keeping a little record of some sort, whatever feels good for you. A record of how you're feeling while you're moving your body, okay? So begin with the little steps, okay? So these two steps are kind of in conjunction together. So number one is to begin with the small things, okay? We're not trying to race. There's no race to the finish line. There is no finish line, okay? I'm here. I'm in this space. If you guys have been following me for a long time, you know that I've lost almost 100 pounds by myself. I developed muscle for the first time that I've never had before in my life. My journey has been a long time coming, but I'm nowhere near done. I don't feel done, okay? And there is really no done to it, because this is a lifelong relationship with me and me. Right now, I used to go, oh my God, my goal was just to be as skinny as possible. And it wasn't healthy. It was coming from a really deep space of lack. And it's funny because now that I'm in this space and I'm my dream goal, my dream weight was this and this and this, and to be able to do this, and I'm there, I now have new goals. I now have new desires for my body. I want to put on some more weight, honestly, because I'm starting to feel like I'm looking a little too gaunt. There's some things that I'm okay, I want to nourish myself in this way. I'm noticing this, and I'm not hard on myself. I'm not judgmental on myself for this. That's a big one. Don't make it about who you are or whatever, but really just come in and be that parent role for yourself and say, hey girl, I love you so much, and I'm noticing that this mindset and this movement is not working together. This feels toxic. It doesn't feel good. How can we shift this? Okay. Keeping a honest record of your movements and your body cycles is literally so important. It's just as important as feeling and seeing, becoming familiar with the sight and touch and feel of your anatomy. The intuitive piece of it, I feel this way during this, and during this time of the month, this is so huge for women. During this time of the month, during this week of my cycle period, okay? So women are constantly on a rotation of summer, spring, winter, fall, summer, spring, winter, fall, summer, spring, winter, fall, and we do it 12 times a year, okay? So women have literally a pattern that their body begins to cycle through. And understanding that pattern, connecting with that pattern, and being honest with yourself about it, and being okay, week 1, I eat everything in the kitchen sink, okay? And I want more, and I can't stop, and whatever. That's how I feel week 1. But week 2, I feel so empowered. I feel like my hormones are coming back. I feel like my skin glows. I feel like, wow, I feel amazing. I feel energized, like my workouts, I feel like I could go longer and stronger and, all that good stuff. I feel like the Duracell bunny. But then week 3 rolls around and I notice that energy decreasing. I notice my intensity is less. I notice my mood is dropping. I notice blah, 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 blah. Okay. Whatever it is, give yourself that honest evaluation without any kind of judgment. Just be totally honest with yourself. This is how I feel. This is what it's like. Da, 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 da. Okay. And whenever you are recording those movements, those things, those feelings, okay, it really does begin to give you an honest picture of, is this particular XYZ working for me or not? And it's okay for something to not work for you. It's okay for you to decide that you want to get healthy and you want to start trying things out and that you want to start on spin class, okay? Because let's be honest, a class is literally the easiest way for you to start getting fit, feeling active, and just getting connected. Because a class has structure. A class has like, okay, every time at this amount of time, we're going to go for this amount of time and we're going to work these areas of the body and we're going to do it consistently over a period of time. So as long as you show up to the class and you give the intensity, you're seeing it, okay? So it has that basic structure, that basic foundation for you, and that's awesome. But let's say 3 months into spin, you're going, I hate this. My legs are always hurting. I feel like I'm going too hard. I feel like the environment in the class doesn't feel good. I feel like I'm constantly in competition with da-da-da-da-da-da, okay? Like, being honest with yourself and going, okay, this doesn't mean that I'm going to quit my health altogether, but this does mean that I can implement a new change. I can try something different. Spin doesn't have to be it, okay? I can try chair yoga. I can try Zumba. I can try to not do any class at all and work out at home if I feel better in that particular sense and I can find support in that way. I can go to a gym and find support. If I feel like I'm in the gym but I don't really understand, I can find that support. Like, giving yourself permission to just try some things and be honest with yourself about how you're feeling about those things, okay? So, body movement journaling, and literally, you guys, take the small steps. It's really about becoming more health conscious over yourself and loving yourself in that conscious, aware space than it is about you trying to reach some like elusive goal that's far off and outside of you, okay? And I think that that's the biggest mindset shift that I can share with you about, like, when women ask me, like, how do you keep doing this? How do you keep going? Like, it's 3 years and I've seen you consistent, like, doing this, losing weight, being conscious about your health and whatever. The biggest thing is not number one, not telling yourself that you can't have this and you're not good enough for this or you can't experience this. Like, in the beginning, I was trying to go so hard on myself, you guys. Like, I was literally trying to go 5-6 days a week for an hour to 2 a day, like just burning myself out because of this mindset, because I felt like, well, I'm earning my donut, or I have to work off that Oreo that I ate, or I have to whatever, okay? That mindset really does put you back in a space of lack, and it does not make you or your brain or your soul or any part of your body excited to become more health conscious about what you're doing, okay? It doesn't make it fun. It's just like a child. Think about yourself as a child. If you come in commanding and swinging your DICK around, all right, to a little kid, what is the kid going to do? Like, whatever. No, I'm not doing this. But when you come at them and you love them and you coax them and you connect with them and you really understand their wants and needs and desires and then try to integrate the two, they're more likely to listen to you. They're more likely to be open. They're more likely to hear you. It's the same with your body. If you are in this, I gotta go hardcore as fast and hard as possible, I can tell you you're not connecting with your body. You're listening to your ego and you're allowing your ego to drive this fitness train, and it's not healthy. It's not good for you. It's a toxic mindset. It's a toxic perspective, and eventually you will fall off because it's not sustainable no matter what. No matter what anyone tells you. Okay, it doesn't matter The Rock and all these other people that I've listened to for years who tell you that no pain, no gain and all this shit. It's not true, okay? And the next thing I want to say is that it literally at some point you are going to break. Your body is going to break because your body is not meant to be hurting and going and just never having rest and never having like just connection and peace, like those couple things and the love that I've been sending my body is so much, is just as equal a piece as me moving my body, as me getting in the gym, as me releasing that trauma, releasing energy through my body, through working out and all those things. Me physically and spiritually connecting with it on the same plane and asking her, does this feel good? Do you need rest? Do you need green? Do you need carb? Do you need this? Do you need protein? Do you need a day off? Okay, are you feeling good and energized today? Do you want to do more today? And I also, in the same token, want to let you know that it's not a bad thing for you to want to grow either. And I think that both perspectives have really kind of been, one has been skewed in the spiritual community, and then one has been skewed in the fitness realm, where you have to go, and never rest in order to gain results. That I feel has been pushed by the fitness industry. And I feel like the spiritual community has really pushed like, almost like a fear of, if I am a go-getter and I do want to compete and I am that person, like you're bad for that. And I'm really here to tell you that you're not, okay? You're a great person and you're amazing. And the fact that you want to do this and that you're excited about it is really amazing. And I really want to be there for you. And this community is here for you to channel that excitement in a super positive and powerful way that you can become more health conscious for you in a way that empowers you and it makes you feel safe in your body. It gives you that sense of sanctuary and inner temple. So I am sending you guys so much love. Start with the baby steps. Start with the little things, okay? Health conscious means small baby steps. Start with simply saying, I want to drink more water. Start with there. I want to drink more water. Water is good. Telling yourself, water is good. This was a big one for me, and it's so simple. But I literally used to tell myself all the time how much I hated to drink water. I hate drinking water. I don't want to be around water. I literally used to push this narrative all the time. Simply just, without judgment, starting to connect with why I do love water. Thinking about, when I connect with water, how do I feel about it? What does it do to my body? What is water's purpose in my body? How do I feel about that? When I drink water, like what occurs in my body? My skin starts to feel really good. My hair starts to grow. My eyes look bright. My teeth look good. My skin glows. Like all of these things occur. Like I'm peeing on a frequent basis so I don't have UTIs. I feel good. Like these are all important things, right? So start connecting with the benefits of whatever that is for you, whether it's water, whether it's, I just want to eat more conscious, I want to eat more healthy, I want to fill my fridge with more whole foods, okay? Just simply being conscious on that level will begin to help you and encouraging yourself along the way. And when you do want an Oreo, because let's be real, you're going to want an Oreo, girl. When you do want an Oreo, do not break your ovaries over it either, okay? Let yourself have the Oreo. Let yourself have 2 or 3, however many Oreos that you want, and celebrate yourself. Literally, be like, this is so good, and I'm enjoying this. Every little moment of this Oreo, it's so good. I love to share with my daughter because watching her face, it's like a mirror of my face when she eats an Oreo, and I'm like, oh yes, girl, oh yes. So I enjoy eating Oreos, you guys. I enjoy it all. I'll be right back. So I'm sending you guys so much massive love, and I'll chat at you later. Bye.